the land of Egypt. This desert nation is rich in history and culture, and although it has evolved through the ages, it is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. It sparks the imaginations of many with colorful jewelry, masks, and body markings, as well as exotic food and music sung with an ancient language that moves the spirit. With its towering monuments to ancient kings, it is a culture that has produced an immense amount of knowledge and science that has spanned centuries. Among the many ancient cities along the River Nile, we come to the necropolis of Saqqara, a place where long-dead kings of Egypt have lain buried for millennia. Much like the rest of Egypt, Saqqara inspires in many people stories lost to time, and some believe that Saqqara may have been the inspiration for the fictional city of Hamunaptra of the movie franchise The Mummy.
He knows the location to Hamunaptra.
You lie.
I would never!
Are you telling me this filthy, godless son of a pig knows where to find the city of the dead?
Saqqara is located south of modern Cairo, on the west bank of the Nile River, and covers an area over 6 kilometers long and more than 1.5 kilometers wide. It was once part of a larger system of cemeteries that span the modern sites of Giza, Abu Sir, and Dashur. The area was used as a necropolis during the First Dynasty and would continue to be used for burials for the next 3,000 years. This site also became a center for animal cults beginning in what is known as the Late Period, which lasted between 712 BC to 343 BC. It is here that ibises, falcons, baboons, cats, dogs, and bulls, along with dozens of other animals, were interred in special cemeteries. Leading up towards the escarpment are the Bubastion Cliffs. Here can be found a series of New Kingdom tombs dating between 1550 BC to 1070 BC. The remains of a temple precinct dedicated to the goddess Bastet are buried below what is now a parking lot on the top of these cliffs. In 2004, a research team led by French archaeologist Dr. Alain Zavy found the first incomplete remains of a lion as they excavated the tomb of Maye, wet nurse to Tutankhamun.
What is Saqqara? It's a name for a huge, maybe one of the hugest archaeological fields in the world. The real action was here. The capital was here.
Dr. Zavy, who is with the French archaeological mission of the Bubastion, had this to say about the discovery. Inscriptions in ancient Egypt mention the breeding and burial of lions, but no lion remains previously had been found. The lion's bones were not wrapped in linen bandages familiar to human mummies, but the bones' position, along with their coloration and mineral deposits on their surface, are similar to those of other mummified cats discovered elsewhere at the burial ground. This discovery confirmed that Egyptians believed in the lion along with other animals as being sacred. In 2019, another excavation of the Bubastion would yield a new surprise that would be, in a way, the first of its kind. This team, led by Dr. Mustafa Waziri, Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Antiquities, discovered a site dedicated to the goddess Bast. Among the hundreds of mummified animals were 2 intact mummified lion cubs.
2019, we discovered a lot of tombs almost everywhere in Egypt. But this is a very special place for me and my team, of course. Why is that? We are talking about pyramid, you know what I mean? We are talking about the virgin area here. We are talking about for hundreds of years, nobody did touch this area. This area is still very promising area.
Dr. Waziri commented, "This is the first time that a complete mummy of a lion or lion cub has been found in Egypt." According to a statement from the Supreme Council of Antiquities, which is part of the Egyptian Antiquities Ministry, each lion mummy is around 1 meter long and dates to ancient Egypt's 26th dynasty, which lasted from 664 BC to 525 BC.
Really interesting. عشان انت عارف في الراس في الثاني في جهران. But it doesn't look like a scarab. It should be. The other ones have actual scarabs painted on their heads. This one, it looks more like a bee or something. It's really strange. It's unusual.
Exams using computer tomography, or CT, and X-ray imaging techniques are perhaps the most popular approach to the investigation of animal mummies, as they are non-invasive and yield extremely valuable information. Using this technology, researchers can identify the species of the animal, the state of preservation, and in some cases, the cause of death.
Let's look at a cub. It's
And
this is the long nose.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why the nose is so
Nice.
long.
You sure?
Yes, and the color.
Dating a site can also be performed by the examination of other artifacts found in the area. With this discovery, statues and amulets showing art and design techniques, along with scrolls and an item with the name King Psamtik I, are known to be from the 26th dynasty, which was around 2,600 years ago. With its 73 bronze statues of the god Osiris, 6 wooden statues of the god Ptah Sokur, 11 statues of the lioness goddess Sekhmet, and a carved statue of the goddess Niet, Egypt's antiquities minister, Khaled El-Anani, says that this discovery could fill a museum by itself. According to Anani, it was the statue of the goddess Niet that would help definitively date the site. Niet was the goddess of the city of Se, which was the capital of Egypt during the 26th dynasty. As the first lion discovered in 2004 was measured to be the largest ever known so far and became evidence that lions were viewed as sacred, the addition of the lion cubs offer proof that the death of any cat was treated with reverence, regardless of the age, and then offered to the goddess Bastet, whose cults at that time had risen to prominence during Egypt's increasing conflicts with Iraq, Nubia, and Greece. While this exciting new discovery will help answer many questions, it could also raise more. But for now, researchers outside of Egypt will not yet be allowed to work on the finds as the government is restricting research access to Egyptian institutions. What other secrets are waiting to be found at Saqqara's necropolis? What other tombs may be uncovered? With the increased restrictions resulting from the current coronavirus pandemic, it may be a while before access to these sites will be open again. Until then, we can only wait for the next secret to be revealed.